Hey everyone, and welcome back to Augmented Voices, where we take a look at news stories and really try to extract some interesting takeaways
Yeah.
from all this crazy stuff happening at the intersection of AI and human ingenuity.
It's a wild world out there.
It really is, and today is no exception.
No.
We've got a stack of sources that hint at a future that's both, kind of exhilarating and maybe a little bit unsettling too.
A little bit.
We're talking AI, making waves in art studios, shaking things up in the boxing ring, and even flipping burgers.
Right.
So get ready for some serious aha moments.
Buckle up.
So let's dive into the deep end.
Okay.
Starting with the creative scene. Google DeepMind just dropped VO2 and Imagen 3,
Yeah, I saw that.
their latest AI tools for video and image generation. And the buzz is that they're giving OpenAI's Sora a serious run for its money.
Oh, yeah. They're definitely heating up the competition.
Yeah. What have you heard about these new tools?
Well, one that really caught my eye was about VO2's ability to realistically depict slicing tomatoes in a video, something that Sora apparently struggles with.
Interesting.
It might seem trivial, but this points to AI's growing capacity for really intricate tasks, potentially impacting fields that require a lot of precision.
Oh, wow.
Like surgery or manufacturing.
Okay, so we've got AI with steady hands now.
Right.
That's impressive and a little bit intimidating.
Definitely.
Do you think this early access to these cutting-edge tools, like VO2 and Imagen 3, could give certain companies a significant advantage?
It's certainly possible as these tools become more sophisticated.
Yeah.
Access to them could become a key differentiator, potentially leading to really rapid advancements in a bunch of creative industries.
Like, are we talking a creative AI arms race here?
It's not out of the question.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
And it's not just about generating raw content.
Right.
Google's also got this thing called Whisk,
Oh, yeah, I read about that.
which is like an AI-powered image remixing tool.
It's pretty wild.
Imagine, being able to take any image and create countless variations.
Yeah.
Tweak the style, or even fuse elements from different pictures.
It's like Photoshop on overdrive.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got AI creating art, but how about AI as a judge?
Oh, yeah, that one's interesting.
This one blew my mind.
Yeah.
The rematch between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk is going to feature an AI judge alongside the human judges.
Alongside? Yeah.
Wow.
That's a big step.
What do you make of that?
Well, it's an intriguing experiment for sure.
Okay.
The goal isn't to replace human judges entirely, but to add another layer of analysis, potentially mitigating bias and enhancing the objectivity of scoring.
Right. I was reading about this idea that human judges might give harsher sentences right before lunch because they're hungry.
Interesting.
The idea being that an AI judge fueled by data and algorithms could offer a more consistent perspective.
It's an interesting argument.
But does it really make it unbiased?
That's the question, isn't it?
Like, what data are they using?
Right.
How are its algorithms going to interpret the fight?
Yeah.
And will fans even embrace its verdict?
That's a big one.
It's almost like AI stepping into the role of a referee.
I see what you mean.
But instead of enforcing rules, it's interpreting nuance and performance.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Okay, are you ready for AI to serve you a burger?
I'm always ready for a burger.
McDonald's China is teaming up with Microsoft to integrate AI
Really?
into their training, their customer service, and even how they run their kitchens.
Wow, that's pretty surprising.
I know, right?
You don't usually think of AI and fast food together.
It's not the first thing that comes to mind.
But it makes sense when you think about it.
How so?
Well, McDonald's is all about efficiency.
Right.
And AI can really help with that,
Yeah.
Personalizing customer experiences, data-driven decision-making. It's a prime example of AI's expanding reach.
Definitely.
We often associate AI with cutting-edge tech companies.
Yeah.
But now it's transforming traditional industries like fast food.
It really is everywhere now.
It's becoming pervasive.
All right, so this next one delves into the complex world of copyright law and AI training,
Oh, boy.
a topic that's generating a lot of debate right now.
Yeah, that's a hot one.
On one hand, YouTube is rolling out creator controls
Okay.
for how their content can be used for AI training,
That's good.
a step towards more transparency and control for artists and creators.
Ultimately.
But at the same time,
Uh-oh.
the UK government is considering an opt-out system for AI datasets,
Interesting.
meaning that unless a creator explicitly forbids it,
Yeah.
their work could be used to train AI. So it raises all these questions about, balancing AI development with creators' rights.
That's the crux of it, isn't it?
It's this fascinating clash of perspectives. You've got creators wanting more say in how their work is used.
Of course.
And then this potential for more open system.
Yeah.
That could accelerate AI development.
It's a tricky balance.
The potential benefits are clear. Easier access to data for AI training.
Right.
But then the risks of this Wild West scenario for creators
the other side of the coin
are also significant.
For sure.
It boils down to, who owns and controls data in a digital world?
Exactly, the age-old question.
And it's not just a national issue.
No.
I was reading about the EU's opt-in approach versus the US's opt-out approach.
Right.
It sounds like the UK's proposal could add another layer of complexity to this global tug-of-war.
It's a global issue.
It really highlights the need for clear legal frameworks and standards that can effectively address these challenges.
We need some global consensus.
These aren't just legal debates.
No.
There are fundamental questions about how we value and protect creativity in an AI-driven world.
It's a brave new world out there.
So in just a few minutes,
Well, I know, right?
We've seen AI stepping into the roles of artist judge and even fast food manager.
It's mind-blowing.
What stands out to you most about AI's expanding influence?
I think what's really striking is how AI is blurring the lines between all these distinct domains,
Okay.
We used to think of AI as this separate entity.
Right.
But now it's so intertwined with everyday life.
Yeah.
It's impacting how we create, how we judge, even how we consume.
Yeah, it's not just a tech thing anymore.
No, it's everywhere.
It's a powerful reminder that AI is no longer a futuristic concept.
Right.
It's shaping our world in really profound ways right now.
It really is. This whole opt-out versus opt-in debate for AI data sets.
Right.
It really highlights, the bigger challenges we face when we're trying to regulate this rapidly evolving technology.
It feels like trying to nail jelly to a wall.
Exactly.
AI is advancing so quickly that it's tough for policymakers to even keep up.
It is. And the stakes are incredibly high.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about, intellectual property,
Right.
but potential job displacement and even the nature of creativity itself.
So for those of us who are still, trying to wrap our heads around all this, could you kind of break down the arguments on both sides?
Yeah. So those who favor the opt-out model,
Okay.
they argue that it promotes innovation by making data readily available for AI development. They claim that requiring explicit consent could potentially stifle progress.
Especially with the sheer volume of content that's created every single day.
It's overwhelming.
But wouldn't that approach put the burden on creators to constantly monitor and protect their work?
That's the main argument from the opt-in camp.
Okay.
They believe that creators deserve control over how their work is used, especially when it's being used to train AI.
Right.
They fear that opt-out systems could exploit creators, particularly those who, don't have the resources to navigate complex legal landscapes.
It kind of creates this David and Goliath scenario, doesn't it?
It does.
Where smaller creators might be at a disadvantage compared to larger companies.
Exactly.
That have dedicated legal teams.
And it raises concerns about, whether AI advancements will actually lead to a more equitable society or if they could potentially deepen existing inequalities.
Okay, so let's say I'm a musician.
Okay.
And I'm worried about my music being used to train AI without my consent.
Right.
What steps can I take to protect myself?
Well, first of all, you want to start by understanding the terms of service.
Okay, of the platforms where you share your music,
Right.
most platforms have policies regarding data usage, including how your creative content can be utilized.
So reading the fine print is more crucial than ever.
Absolutely. And if a platform offers the option to opt out of AI training, take advantage of that.
But what if a platform doesn't offer that option?
Yeah.
Or what if my music is already out there circulating online?
That's where it gets tricky.
Okay.
There are tools to monitor your content online, but it can be time-consuming and costly.
It sounds like vigilance and, proactive effort are key for creators in this environment.
They are, and this really highlights the need for clearer legal frameworks and standards
Right.
to protect creators' rights in this age of AI.
And for consumers, it's about being informed,
Right.
supporting creators,
Yeah.
and, understanding the complexities of this evolving landscape.
It's a lot to keep up with, but it's important. Definitely.
Yeah.
But are you optimistic about the future?
I am. I think there's a growing awareness of these challenges.
Okay.
And there are a lot of brilliant minds
Mm-hmm.
working towards solutions.
That's reassuring. It feels like we're all kind of collectively
Yeah.
trying to figure out what it means to live in an AI-powered world.
Right.
And having these conversations is so important.
I agree. From copyright to creative expression
Yeah.
to the very nature of judgment,
Yeah.
AI is challenging us to adapt and evolve our thinking.
It's like AI is holding up a mirror
I like that.
to our own systems and values,
Yeah.
forcing us to question what we prioritize.
And that can be a really powerful catalyst
Okay.
for growth and innovation.
So AI can create art, judge boxing matches, and flip burgers.
We've been all over the map.
We have.
Well-
What are the key takeaways here?
Well, first, AI is no longer a distant concept.
Yeah.
It's actively shaping our world across a huge spectrum of industries.
It really is.
Second, this integration raises really important questions
Yeah.
about control access and the potential for both positive and negative impacts on society.
Okay.
And finally,
Yeah.
this is a call to action for all of us,
Okay.
whether we're creators, consumers, or just, curious minds,
Right.
to engage in these conversations, understand the implications of AI,
Yeah.
and actively shape the future that we want to see.
I think that's a great place to leave it.
I agree.
Thanks for joining us on Augmented Voices.
My pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious,
Yeah.
and let's shape this AI-powered future together.